Dear young people, many of you are at the threshold of a future that awaits you. You are also at the crossroads of a life where you need to make a wise decision and discern God's plan for you. The success and happiness you will experience in the rest of your life will depend on the proper discernment of your vocation. Now, what is a vocation? Vocation means a call. It is God's invitation extended to each person to love and serve Him and His church in a particular state or way of life. In the Catechism of the Catholic Church we read, through the sacrament of baptism, each person receives a call or vocation from God to holiness and service. This call is lived as a single, married, ordained or consecrated person. Now, which of these paths we will follow is not basically our choice. They have been chosen for us by God. God has created us so that one of these vocations is our own personal and special way of achieving holiness. So it is crucial to discern well which path God wants us to follow. The sacred scriptures, both Old and New Testament, indicate to us how God called people from different backgrounds and appointed them to accomplish a special mission in the history of salvation. Thus we have characters like Abraham and Sarah, Noah, Moses, Jeremiah, and other prophets, and we have Mary, the mother of Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Peter and Paul, and the other apostles, and many others. In the course of the centuries, God continued to call courageous and charismatic men and women to found religious congregations and respond to the needs of the church and the world. Thus we have saints like Don Bosco, Mother Mazzarello, Saint Ignatius of Loyola, Saint Francis Xavier, Mother Teresa of Calcutta, and many others. God continues to call people even today to respond to the needs of the church and the needs of the rich harvest to shepherd His flock. Though God calls people to different vocations, today I would like to speak to you a bit on the call to religious life. Religious life is a call to serve God and attain holiness by living the evangelical vows of poverty, chastity and obedience. You may ask me, how do I know that God is calling me to religious life? This is something that you and only you can know for certain. God calls in a way that you alone can understand. His call is like a whisper of a friend. In order to hear the whisper of your friend, you need to stand very close to the friend, and your heart too needs to be close to that person. In the same way, if you want to hear the call of Jesus, it is important that you stay close to Jesus, spend time with Him through daily prayer, Holy Mass, confessions, etc. Devotion to Mary will also help you to come closer to Jesus. The more we come close to Jesus, the more we will be able to hear the whispering voice of Jesus. Some of the signs that you have a call to religious life are: number 1, a desire to love Jesus more than anything else and anyone else, and a desire to grow in love for Jesus. Second, the call to religious life is a call to follow Jesus, poor, chaste and obedient. So you must have the desire to observe the evangelical counsels as a commandment. Third, religious life is a call to participate more intimately in the mission of the church. So, one call to religious life must have the readiness and the desire to participate in the mission of the church through the service to the poor and the marginalized, the sick, the elderly, the young people, etc. Every vocation is unique and special. Your vocation is very personal and is truly a secret between Jesus and you. He will reveal to you this secret in the intimacy of your heart. God speaks in the silence of our heart. So, discernment of vocations require moments of silence and prayer. Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI, during his pontificate, encouraged young people to spend time in the silence of their heart before the Blessed Sacrament. The Pontiff said, "Before the Lord, in the silence of your hearts, some of you may feel called to follow Him in a more radical way in the priesthood or the consecrated life. Do not be afraid to listen to this call and to respond with joy." He further added, "God takes nothing away from those who give themselves to Him. On the contrary, He gives them everything. He comes to draw out the best that is in each one of us so that our lives can truly flourish." So, dear young friends, give space and time to Jesus in your heart, and you will truly experience His guiding presence and grace in following His call, the path to attain holiness which He has traced out for you. And you will be able to answer to God with words similar to that of young Samuel, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." Or, like our Blessed Mother, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord." May God bless you and help you to listen attentively and respond generously to His invitation.